What's good, my people? You know we had to get right. You know I like to drink a cup of green tea after my run. This is why I always ask y'all how many miles you ran today. I also ask you, have you had your tea today? Because I always have my tea. How many miles I ran today? Today's gonna be a little bit of a different episode. We are gonna hold on. We are gonna talk about these shoes though. We are gonna talk about these, the Pegasus Turbo 2, because with the Pegasus what do they call them now? The Pegasus Plus coming out. I wanted to do a little retrospect on how these shoes were. And yes, I ran in these today. Yesterday I ran 12 miles Central Park. It was kind of crazy. Check the stats. Follow me on Strava. Y'all know the rules. So before I get into those, I first want to talk about books I'm reading, recent pickups, and then we get into the shoe. You feel me? Because I feel like all of this is important. This is a community, right? So don't say I don't share the source with y'all. So when I break this sub 3-hour marathon, they're like, how? I'm telling y'all how right now. You know what I'm saying? And all the new, then we can tell all the new people. Plus, it's like I share, you share your stories, share what your books you're reading, how many miles you're doing. Like I said, I did 12 yesterday and I did 8 today. I did 8 today in this joint, right? All right. First, I want to talk about the books that I am currently reading. So I read this book a lot. Well, I should say I read this book like once every while. So like this is probably my second time reading. My last time reading was in 2022, I believe. Yeah, 2022. No. When was the Berlin Marathon? 2023? Yes, I read this in 2023. This joint right here, man, this is like sports psychoanalyst, man. I recommend this to anybody that's out there that wants to run a marathon, do anything creative. If you are in your own self's way, which we most of us get in our own self's way, I know that. I be in my own way, and that's like, yo, move. That's why I made long distance therapy, so I could just to be open and show y'all how like I get in my own self way and how you could get out your own way and how we all get in our own self way. But anyway, the tools in here. I love this book. This is my second time reading it, maybe my third time reading it. I don't know, but definitely my second time reading it like in full. I'm in the middle of it right now. Phil Stutz, Barry Michaels. Yo, the tools, I use them every day, especially when it comes to like my need for wanting things, like especially on the long runs. It's like, damn, I want to stop. I just feel that emotion. I feel that just the echoes in my mind. I just hear it like it's like the crowd screaming like stop, until I just am able to then feel it so much and then blank my mind. And that's one of the tools right here. I definitely recommend this to all the runners out there. Anybody doing creative things, anybody making videos. Y'all see how we doing it. All my videos high grades. You know what I'm saying? Like they on the dean's list. Y'all know how we doing. Here's another book I want to share. I'm not reading this one right now. I haven't read this in a minute. I probably read this back. I don't even know when this came out. But this was before. I mean, shouts to my guy because he's all over. So I mean, you probably seen him on social media. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but when I first read this book, I ain't seen him on social media. He wasn't really around like that. But you know what I'm saying? This the attitude right here we need to have. We don't need no extra baggage. Both of these, between these two books, they're very similar. We don't need no extra baggage. Nah. Leave it all at the front. Go out there, stay hard, be tough. Y'all know what I be saying. The reward for hard work is harder work. We only getting stronger, baby. We only getting stronger. You can't lie to the grind. We don't lie to the grind. We appreciate the grind. We understand there is no wasted time out there. Boom. These are the two books. A book I'm about to start. I guess we're transitioning to the recent pickups because here are some things I've got, right, from homies and stuff like that. So these are my recent pickups. Book I'm gonna read next. Shouts to my homie Zubir. He let me hold this. He told me this is a must read. So shouts to him. I'm gonna read that. While he went on vacation, he picked this up for me. When he was out there, he did a little run out in Milan and all that. Shouts, like I said, shouts to Zubir. This is, in this joint, we gonna get in here. Y'all know I love photography, and y'all know I'm be doing photography. If y'all don't know, I haven't shown my photography. I will show it here though one day. This joint is super dope. I'm gonna probably get in here one day. Shouts to all the photographers out there. Shouts to all the y'all see the cinematography work, but that without the photography work, I am nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So shouts to everybody doing creative things. T by Tail is gonna come back. It's gonna be here soon. Don't worry. It's a little Tazo tea in the meanwhile. Another pickup. I picked this up yesterday. Documentary style photography. I love to document things. That's the type of photography I really like. Just act like I'm a fly on the wall and then just take pictures. I'm really getting into portraits too. Been taking some portraits of the homies. We taking it all over. That's what TAIL stands for. Take everything over. You heard? But let me ask y'all, what are some books y'all reading? Like, you know what I'm saying? What helps put you back together after a long day or after a long run or whatever? Like, you know what I'm saying? What's some of y'all favorite movies? I'm going to get into that next time. What's some of y'all favorite movies? What books are y'all reading right now? Because we know we well-rounded individuals, and this is a community. Also, I got these. Shouts to Kiko. He got to stop releasing ASICs because it's like, at this point, it's like every pair of ASICs he drops or he releases or they do, I buy. And I got... It ain't just running shoes I got a problem with. It's all shoes. But I wear these to the gym a lot, so these have become my gym shoe. Shouts to them. These joints is fire. I like them. Oh yeah. And shouts to my guy Steve at Picture House. Yo, Steve, you my guy, you heard? They were out of Tri-X, so he told me to try this out. Have you ever shot this before? Delta 100. Let me know how y'all feel about it. Shout right below. Y'all know how we doing it. So for the main event to talk about what we here for, the Pegasus Turbo 2 in anticipation of, they're calling them the Pegasus Plus, which is kind of sad. It's like, damn, we would appreciate them calling them Pegasus Turbos. But then it makes me think, like, is the Streak Fly the spiritual successor of the Pegasus Turbo 2? Is it? I don't know. Anyway, I know it's an interesting story is not when I first got into running, but I was looking for, because at the time I was running in a lot of the Nike Free, whatever was like my running shoe. That was like my favorite running joint. And then I was just like one day like, yo, I wanted to try something different. And I think I tried the Zoom Fly 5, no, not 5, the Zoom Fly like 2 or 1 or whatever. I don't even remember the number. Zoom Fly something. I think it was 2. And I was just like, yo, these joints got too much bounce. I ain't really like that. So then I was like, you know what? Let me go to... I seen these. I'm like, Pegasus Turbo. That sounds interesting. It look cool. Then I was like, yo, let me go on YouTube. That was my first time looking up running shoes on YouTube. Guess who I found? Kofuzi. He reviewed these. And I was like, you know what? I got to get them. So I got them, and I fell in love with them. I put in a lot of miles in these, but you see the bottom of these. It's not too bad. Now, this is different than today. Like, today... They do not make shoes that have this little in the forefoot. They do not make this shoes with this little stack. It's not really, and if it does, it probably got a plate in it. So shouts to, only thing I wish that back in those days, I was only getting a size 10.5, and I should have been getting a size 11 in all my running shoes to give myself some space. I didn't really know, because like I said, I came from running in the Nike Free .0, so it's like 5.0, 3.0, and they all had the fly knit upper, like super soft, felt like a sock. These do feel like a sock, but it's a little bit more of a real upper than, the nose. But I was taking off in these today. I was out, and it was just like, damn, I just ran 12 miles, hills on Central Park, and it's like, it just reminded me like, yo, when a shoe feels soft when you walk in it, then firm when you run in it, and it doesn't have a lot of stack, just how fast with the roll I can be. At least it works for me, and maybe it works for you too. I don't know. Maybe I don't know how everybody feels, but shoes like this always remind me like, yo, get the little muscles right. Because I felt, now don't get me wrong, I do feel like that's how a lot of people were getting hurt, because it was just like, yo, you can't just go out there and run without working all those small little muscles. You can't ignore the small little muscles. So whether you're doing squats, lunges, side lunges, RDLs, all those different things are very important. Stretching, all of those things are definitely important. And you need to open up hip stretches. Because during my run today, I did feel my hips, I felt my hamstrings, I felt my calves, and I felt the little muscles all around my Achilles. But I enjoyed that to know, like, okay, those are there. I need to work on strengthening those. And that's what this really did for me today. And I really appreciate it. Like, the upper on this was very breathable and soft. I don't have a problem with the heel slippers. You got enough, had enough thing for me. The lockdown was cool. The tongue did not have a lot of lacing, and these these laces that Nike used at the time could feel very sharp when I go to tie real tight, but I started doing the what is that I call a runner's knot? I started doing the runner's knot, so I don't have to worry about that too much. But yeah, if you had the Pegasus Turbo too, let me know. Holla at me in the comments. Tell me about some stories about it. If you're anticipating the Pegasus Plus, which is the spiritual success, I guess, to the shoe we all know and loved. Shouts to, Nike. The Pegasus 41 has gotten a lot of good reviews. I haven't tried it yet. I gotta try it. But, we just here. We swagging. We rounding. That's pretty much it. Your boy is outside. I'ma light some Palo Santos so for the good vibes for the week. Everybody have a good week. You know what I'm saying? You know how we doing it. But besides that, comment below if you're gonna get the Pegasus Plus. Comment below if you whatever books you reading. Comment below whatever stretches you doing. Y'all know the vibe. This is a community. We all here. Y'all know why we doing it. Oh, it's another I'm gonna say the cents for next time. These glasses, don't worry about it. But yeah, it's your boy Teo. We out. You heard? Cheers.